Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Dota 2 Asia Championships 2017 CIS Qualifiers, the playoffs, the final game. Effect facing off against Team Empire. It's a best of three. We're tied up one game apiece, and Team Empire decided to go for the first round sniper. I'm Lyrical, going to be joined as well by Lacoste. Sir, how you doing?
Wow, this is what I'm fine. This is what everyone wanted to see. The best of three. I mean, when the final is up, you want to see as much games as you can, because probably they're the two best teams in the final. So as much games as you can, and that's it. Empire doesn't seem to fool around. They want to go all in. Sniper, Ogre, Magi, that's what we saw from them yesterday. Beat Effect 2-0. FN also going super strong with that sniper. If for those who don't remember, he went into 4 heroes with his sniper, who had Satanic and BKB on, and then just was healing up, hitting for 5 to 10 seconds, forced himself down, and then just finished the game. That's what kind of a player FN is.
Yeah, definitely, and his sniper definitely legendary, like you were saying. They're great play yesterday against Effect. That being said, Effect are going to open up as well with the Shadow Demon Slardar, so they get some great initiation. They've got that ability to spam out illusions as well. And Empire, I'm sure right now thinking, do we want to ban out a Luna? Do we want to ban out a Terrorblade? They have first pick when we come out of the second phase, so they could take the one themselves, and it looks like they might be thinking about taking that Luna themselves. We'll see if Effect decide to ban it out.
Yeah, Effect's not gonna ban it out if they want to play Luna with Shadow Demon, because they have a first pick. If they want to pick it, they're gonna take it. If not, they will probably ban it. Ogre with Luna is also kind of a hard to deal with.
Is the pick and ban thing switched up again with the arrows? What? Because it looks like it's pointed down towards Empire having the first pick out of the second phase.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. Sorry. That's what they're thinking actually. It's pointing right actually down, but
they were messed up for a little while. That's why I was wondering if like I just miscalculated it or whatever. But it's sort of a question. They're gonna leave it in the area and they're gonna ban out the Sand King instead. See what Team Empire want to go for now. Certainly would be a good hero right now. You've already got a great right clicker on Sniper, but you could double down upon that with the Bloodlust coming from Ogre Magi. It's a hell of a lot of damage.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm surprised during this whole DAC CIS qualifier we didn't see much of Invoker.
Yeah.
I don't remember any games with Invoker, to be honest.
There were very, very few. I can actually look it up real quickly. I guess it's just sort of a regional specific thing. We've been seeing a lot more of, Lone Druid in the mid lane, or the Ember Spirit, like the heavy magical damage dealers. It's kind of been a bit of a different look for this region.
Yeah, CIS region values Weaver, Slardar, Luna, Centaur, and Lone Druid. That's the top picks.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Empire bold enough to give back away the Luna, but Effect want to take the Weaver for themselves, so they're doubling down on this minus armor draft. What's your thought on the Shadow Demon here? It felt like it was really telegraphing a Luna pick. Is there something else with this hero that they really like? Possibly Mirana later?
No, we saw Mirana and Shadow Demon. They came back into the game, but not because of Shadow Demon and Mirana, because of some other heroes. I don't find it that strong anymore. So maybe they can still go for Luna if they want.
Yeah.
If you put Weaver on off lane, Shadow Demon, Slardar, position 4 and 5, and have a mid hero.
Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if we see some cheese this game. These teams seem so evenly matched, and it comes down more often than not to the initiation, how the team fights end up working out. Maybe you end up just trying to run something a little bit cheesy like a Huskar here, or something crazy like that. That hero is super dead and out of the meta, but I feel like the team that throws the other off their game plan the most might be able to come away with the victory.
Yeah, well, maybe they have something in their pockets, but it's probably not a Huskar against all these 3 heroes. He is total garbage, so...
Yeah. Well,
A lot of time.
there it is. They go for the cheese. They take it.
Team pick.
We're doing it. They're Lacoste intolerant. Look, no, what's it? How's it go? What's the phrase?
Lactose intolerant.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
10
Gotcha.
seconds
All right.
remaining.
Well, what do you think about the CK that's there? Do you like the pick?
5 seconds
Well,
remaining.
I saw a lot of CK games lately. That hero seems to be winning like
Reserve
70% of the games I was watching. Good hero scales good into late game. Might need a Midas. Depends how the game goes. Really, various builds you can build them into, but late game, really, really good.
Okay. We'll have to see how it ends up working out. If I remember right, one of his talents a little bit later on, it's either like 15 or 20 or something. He gets a lot of gold per minute. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to double check. But one of the ways to make him stay relevant, of course, if you're already that late into the game that it ends up not really being a huge deal anyways. For effect, do they need to try and build some more AoE damage into their lineup now to deal with this Chaos Knight? Or what's the best way to deal with him in your opinion?
Well, they need some more AoE, maybe magical damage, so Invoker is not bad for them. They have a good Sunstrike combination as well, Disruption into Sunstrike. That deals a lot of damage as well, good setup.
Drow Ranger.
Ooh, all right, Drow Ranger.
Radiant
So effect
team
willing to
back.
take it as well. Maybe a little bit scary against a Reality Rift going in, but I guess Gust is pretty good at that as well. Do you like the Drow Ranger pick?
Drow Ranger with Weaver is good. It might be a position for Weaver or an
10
offlane
seconds
Weaver. They can
remaining.
switch with Slardar. But I kind of feel that Drow Ranger is not
seconds
that
remaining.
strong anymore. Especially against the heroes like Sniper and Chaos Knight, who can get close to her. I mean,
Team
Sniper
back.
can, but can hit her from far behind.
Yeah. It's feeling like they're going to need to get a lot out of this Weaver, investing so much into amping his damage. Maybe he ends up going back for something like that
Dire
Aghanims
team
build
pick.
we saw Lil do a lot, but Effect with the last pick for themselves now. The Queen of Pain banned out, and the Darkseer was taken out of the way for Effect. And it looks like probably... Oh, they're going to go back for the Puck.
Radiant team pick.
That's gonna be a Puck mid, probably.
And then
Puck
position
mid,
for-
Drow Ranger. Yeah, well, they can switch from Slardar and Weaver, whether off lane or
10
position
seconds
4. So,
remaining.
Puck mid, Drow Ranger safe lane.
God, talk about the cheese. Oh, no. This is not what Effect wanted to see with the last pick, as it is a Broodmother. Cost, do they have what it takes to deal with this at all?
No,
Oh,
they don't. Weaver, Drow, Slardar, Shadow Demon, they got nothing.
it's just
Puck, kind of a
filthy.
decent, but once you use Illusory Orb aggressively, yeah, you're in a bad position.
All right, well, we're going to hop into this draft. Filthy, filthy Empire. Everybody go call them out on Twitter. This is disgusting. We're going to hop into this one. Ugh. Can't handle it. Well, Cost, I'm wondering, it's been sort of a dead build for a long time. Shadow Demon getting early points in Shadow Poison. Do you have to completely change up your draft dynamic at this point for Effect?
Well, Shadow Poison is so bad that you can't stop the push against Broodmother with it. Let me just check who's playing for Ninja. Puck, yeah, as mentioned, gonna go mid. Roger, position 4, Slardar. I don't know how they're gonna lane. Probably the best way to deal with it is put 3 heroes against Broodmother, buy Dust, get 2 sentry wards, and just try to get as much kills as possible on her.
Afro Ninja's given up. He doesn't want to play in this game anymore. They're over it. No more Dota for them today. That being said, it is a lineup from Empire that is heavily oriented around trying to like take an early advantage. And to me, it feels like Broodmother is one of those classic heroes that falls off. Whereas with Team Effect, you've got Puck that gets the amp damage from the Drow Ranger. You've got Illusion Game that can come out with the Shadow Demon. If they can manage to hold off the pressure that Empire is putting, do you think that they still stand a good chance going into the late game?
Well, anything can happen. If they survive the early stages and not feed the Broodmother, I'm afraid Ogre Magi is gonna rotate top to help Broodmother on the early levels. We'll see how it's gonna go. Let's just check those talents real quickly. As you mentioned, the level 20 talent tree for Chaos Knight plus 120 gold per minute. The other one is plus 12 stats, so for me it's a no-brainer. Plus 12 stats all the way. I mean, if you check 120 gold per minute, it looks strong, but for 10 minutes it's only 1.2k gold. That's actually not much.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I mean, it is a hero that struggles with farming in the later stages, but it's not as if that's going to really pull you back into the game unless you can like really extend how long it's going to take. Let's see, talents for Broodmother. That's also a bit of an interesting one. She did have some changes. Level 20 now ends up giving you the plus 8 Spiderlane's attack damage, which makes maybe that level 25 talent a little bit more desirable there for her, but I think you're still always going to take the 8 max webs.
Yeah, it's got a level 20 and 25 talent tree is pretty obvious. 8 max webs and plus 50 attack speed. Spiderling attack damage, you don't need that at that point. When you're level 20, you're not gonna do anything with Spiderlings. Level 15, 250 health or cooldown, depends how you want to build her and how the game goes. If you have enough HP, you can go for cooldown reduction. If you have a BKB, Orchid, we'll see how it's gonna go.
Now, I will mention something. I remember people when Broodmother was kind of in her heyday, a lot of analysts were talking about how you do need to send her up to the lane with a little bit of help, at least to get through the first couple of levels, because you can get shut down, particularly if the, tri-lane that you're up against is fairly strong, which I think this one is. In your estimation, can Broodmother get picked off here at the early stages? Like, do they need to maybe send up the Ogre to help her out a little bit at first?
Yeah, that's I mentioned that before. Ogre has Windlace, 1 sentry ward for when he comes to the lane. 1 sentry ward is on Brood. Also, Slardar has Dust and 2 sentry wards. That's what they need when they play against Brood. But Drow Ranger doesn't do that much against Broodmother. Even if they kill her like 1-2 times, Broodmother can still, when she gets level 3 or level 5, she can get some early kills on Shadow Demon or even on Drow Ranger, especially if Ogre rotates.
Another ping out over here. That might have been Dazzle realizing that he could have been in the area. But it looks like the lanes are just going to be set up. F1 playing the puck. We've got Sashlo down here in the bottom lane. Already has that extra bit of aura. Maybe, just maybe, if these lanes go well enough, it's going to be the way for Effect to pull out with at least a little bit of an even spat in the laning stage. But it could be tough.
Yeah, Weaver can position himself on the bottom lane really easily to try to out-harass Dazzle with Precision Aura level 1, has 8 tangos and just Shukuchi, but she needs to be careful if she uses Shukuchi offensively when CK is level 2.
Over here to the side, they've caught the Brood wrapped in as well. Ghost Stick, this is not the way you wanted your laning phase to start, and they are going to draw first blood, so something going well against the cheese that Empire was bringing.
Yeah, good surround by Shadow Demon. This is the best position he can actually catch him. That Zeke guy, really kind of underrated player. We saw him playing a Silencer and some other heroes. He really excels on those.
Are they going to go again? They've got him wrapped around upon Mapushka, going to get crushed, and a couple more right clicks, body blocks there as well, trying to get the ignite off, and well, you do still have some Frost Arrows slow if they want to go for it, taking some damage from the Newts as well. Yeah, Sadoi's just going to head back into lane. He needs to be careful, he's taking a lot of harassment there.
Yep, well, Ogre just bought a lot of time for Broodmother. She's still level 1, but there's a huge wave coming. There's a creep stack on the right side. Oh, they're gonna go an ogre again.
Trying to find the block off the wraparound. They have been able to control him, at least for the moment, but Maposhka finds a way out. Needs a tango, and, well, they're not going to be able to kill him off again. Maposhka can head over to this shrine now if he wants, up and available.
Well, it's an 8 armor, level 1 hero.
Very hard to deal with. You can see right now that Ghost Stick still having an okay time. They are going to continue to get these pulls off, and Brood should be able to soak up experience from this, starting to get a couple of spiderlings as well.
Yeah, she's level 3 right now. Went for web instead of spiderlings, so she can move to a tower if the lane pushes, and got some extra regen. She can farm the forest though. They're gonna use the shrine.
Nice little thing there. Maposhka should be able to go back up to help. So the first blood, not completely hurting out the Broodmother now. In the mid lane, we've seen Puck trade fairly evenly with the sniper, although there is another creep wave that's coming in now, so might end up tilting further into the favor of sniper depending upon how the next couple of minutes goes. And down bottom, Weaver's been able to get slightly more than the Brood. Level 3 compared to, well, the level 3 for her as well. So I guess it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, it's almost level 4 for Sharkclaw. So if he gets level 4, he's gonna have 1 point in a swarm. That Dazzle can be easily killed actually if he doesn't skill the grave.
Sending in the spiderlings, very frustrating. And Sadoy always needing to be careful. Does have that early point up in the gust. Definitely necessary against the Broodmother. And in the meantime, they've actually been able to pull this creep wave all the way back. Chappie's had a decent start to his game as well.
Yeah, look at the mid matchup. Puck went for double null talisman and Sniper went for double raid band build. Kinda interesting. Puck has the precision aura, plus 7 damage. He almost has 90 damage with Puck against 66 on Sniper.
And they're going to bring in Maposhka now to try and help out a little bit. I do see that they've already used the orb, but there's no real great way just to run it for Ninja. He is going to end up having the creep wave pushed into him. This is a big wraparound here for Roger, as Ghostic is going to be forced back yet again. And they still try and deny her out as much as possible. That Sentry Ward just a little bit off the mark for getting the D ward.
It's the change on a sentry ward is kind of nice for heroes that need to buy sentries for themselves, because you can only invest 100 gold.
Yeah. Definitely Broodmother, one of those. One of the several changes that probably ended up making her a little bit more viable here. And if there's a game to be pulling out a last pick Brood, it's certainly the grand finals of the qualifiers. But
Broodmother is out of mana, level 5. I wonder what he's gonna go for. Boots speed, maybe, or he's just gonna skip it. 470 movement speed when in web.
and with King R up here now, this is where things could really start to become more and more difficult. The 2 points up in the Shadow Wave means the heal bomb will be very impactful. So he has to play very safe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, they're not even going to try and attempt to stay up there. Over here to the side, Roger and Zeke going to try and rotate in, try and catch FN. They've been able to find him. Apo Ninja is really low, though, and yeah, they just have to back out. Too scary, particularly with level 6 up on Sniper.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, he can try to assassinate Pac, but he will dodge it, so.
Is under attack.
Broodmother on top, meanwhile, taking half of the HP on the tower. Well, that's the thing. Draw Ranger, you do well on the lane. You even have Aquila. Think you can outpush the lane, but you actually can't.
Yeah. I will say that Sadoi's been doing a pretty good job of just, you know, don't even go there at this point. And now Sashlo maybe going to have a bit of a better time. Still needs to be careful about any rotation, but with Dazzle not here, that does make things a little bit easier for the Weaver to deal with it, at least for the moment.
I want to see how this Brood does. I mean, there's a Weaver on top right now. And Drow Ranger is just farming the forest.
No. Meantime, in the bottom lane here, our Zeke in the area with Roger. They're going to be sending in these spiders little bit by little bit, but the Sakuchi doing some damage. And actually, Sashlo, his level 10 ability is going to make this a little bit easier. He could go for the 30 Sakuchi damage.
Yeah, that's the way how you pretty much everyone builds Weaver.
Pull back in. Roger able to get the crush off before Chappie does any damage. And again, a Sakuchi through. Hits Ghost Stick as well. Backs out.
Yeah, I love how FN builds his sniper. Just goes 2 raid bands into boots, then Aquila, then makes another raid band. He wants to be dominant early game. Have that HP, extra damage, extra mana pool, smoke, Shadow Demon, and Puck. They want to get a kill. There's 3 heroes.
They should realize this is happening. The tower is being pushed in the mid lane, but well, it looks like Empire now, they're thinking about backing up. Maposhka is there, and they spot out the Puck. Wrapped around upon, they are going to be able to get out the Soul Catcher. And that one should be, well, not kill as of yet. Chappie, they drop down the Dream Coil. Roger there as well, already starting to drop low. FN is rotated in. A nice Gust able to catch onto 2, but FN is still available and has Assassinate trying to take down our Zeke. That is bringing him very low, 70 HP. And Reality Rift from the high ground. Oh, end up getting him. Nicely played. Top lane in the meantime. More aggression going in. Sashlo isn't going to end up dying to the spawn spiderlings.
Ghost Stick getting really close to that Orchid.
A soldier's fortune.
So many spiderlings. Ooh. They have Roger in the area. And
No reveal.
all of those spiderlings there. Yeah, they can't do it. They're bringing the rest of them. They do have a dust on Shadow Demon. This was spotted out, though, the movement over by our Zeke.
Broodmother, so hard to kill.
Well, in the meantime, Chaos Knight, after a hot start, has gone for a Hand of Midas. And Sadoy kind of has to figure out a way to deal with this pressure that's going on to the tower. They've done a good job of making sure that Drow Ranger hasn't really died yet, and getting her whatever farm she can. Meanwhile, a Dream Coil down, connects onto 2, taking down the Dazzle. Chappie trying to TP out. Is he going to be able to make it? Yes, he does.
Oh, Sadoy could have made a play. He could have gusted him out, run to him, and just push him out of the Dream Coil, and it would stun him.
Oh, good call. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. Didn't end up hitting it.
Meanwhile, Broodmother is on mid lane trying to push with Sniper. Seems like that tower is going to go down really fast.
Dire's structures are
Well,
fortified.
we talked about the potential, at least, for Empire's draft to fall off a little bit and they get to the super late stages. Do you think that they've done enough in this early game that they're confident for their game going forward?
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
Sniper,
tower
always
has
good to go late game for. He has a
fallen.
really nice farm, and Broodmother as well. Broodmother is on the top of net worth, really. Almost number 1. And she's so close to Orchid.
Dire's
Wow,
middle tower is
700
under
gold
attack.
away from Orchid at 10 minutes.
Radiant's
Not,
bottom tower
not
is
bad.
under attack.
They did just kill off the courier, so it's going to be at least 3 more minutes before that happens. And looks like setting up on the bottom lane, trying to pressure this out. We also do have FN getting gone upon by Sashlo here. And, well, just leaving Brood to her own devices up in the top lane. Don't even want to try and mess with Ghost Stick right now.
Roger has a Blink Dagger in a quick bike. Far away from it, they're
Oshka.
trying to make a go.
They drop the Dream Coil. Silence there as well onto Chappie. Roger is going to be dropping very low, ends up falling, and in the meantime, our Zeke, no great way out of here either. The top lane is being pressured in by Broodmother, who popped her ultimate. Yeah, this is starting to feel like the snowball is tilting into Empire's favor. Maybe a lot of spiders going down there.
Has fallen.
Okay, something.
Yeah, but tier 2 tower just went down. The Broodmother has an access to enemy forest right now and just can keep pressuring the top tower. Oh, he just TP'd to base because Courier is dead for 2 minutes and he wants to have that Orchid on the lane. You can't actually contest with any of these heroes right now because he has Orchid, so you need to be careful. You need to have 2 heroes on the lane or just not be at the lane or you're gonna die. Seems like they're preparing for the smoke.
Well, and this could be the play that not necessarily puts the nail in the coffin, but causes a hell of a lot of issues. Would love to see at this point Team Effect possibly going down to that bottom lane and see if they could pick off the Chaos Knight. Of course, the vision game is, well, pretty back and forth. I mean, you've got a lot of vision over in this area for Team Effect. Likewise, Empire kind of maintained control over the dire jungle, like you were saying.
Yeah, and look at the ward. They have one aggressive ward, which sees pretty much the whole forest. Sees 2 camps. So Broodmother can play safe and can be aggressive.
Puck, after the double no tally, going back for the Blink Dagger, still a ways away from it. For Drow Ranger, I'm assuming Manta style is a pretty early must-get against the Orchid, or I guess the Dragonlance for now.
It's going to be maybe a 4-staff so he can actually live. Maybe build into Maelstrom so he can be the one surviving with 4-staff and just clearing the wave of spiders.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Chaos Knight, if you look at his build, he doesn't have Magic Wand, doesn't have what we see on Chaos Knight, the Helm of the Dominator build. He's level 10 now, gonna probably level up. Oh, he's not. Seems kind of weird.
Speed.
Yeah, went for attack speed, but look at his mana pool. 360 mana pool. He doesn't have to cast all his spells right now. No, not a single point in stats. Not any.
They're looking to fight into this in their own jungle, and I feel like Chaos Knight is a pretty nice little pickoff if they could have found him. But the wraparound here, King R is there, Roger leading the way with Dust. They end up popping the smoke on the back lines. Ghostic is there, ends up falling, Crush a little bit off the mark. They do kill off the Dazzle, and now looking for a bit more. They end up getting the imprisonment onto Maposhka in some trouble. They are going to end up finding this kill on the Ogre. So 2 go down, but it is only supports.
Still decent. I mean, they saw the Orchid on Broodmother. They can play around it right now. Put some sentry wards in their jungle, try to catch him. And Drow Ranger got some nice farm. Meanwhile, it's Dragonlance, Power Treads, Aquila, plus Magic Wand.
Yeah, I just feel there's no way that they were going to end up coming out of the laning stage ahead, but they're not as far behind as they probably could have been at this point. Still, all of the Tier 1 towers going down at this stage in the game is pretty disheartening. And stun now onto Ninja, but the stun turns back onto Chappie. Should be able to jaunt away. And just going to heal back up at the shrine.
I want to see some kills from Broodmother with that Orchid.
Pretty important. A nice pick for her indeed.
He went for 25% XP gain, so he's level 12 right now. He's gonna get a lot of XP. He's just farming the jungle and the lane, plus that 25%, it's huge.
Well, Arzik, they ran into Maposhka, and there's going to be the Dream Coil dropped again. So over and over again, these heroes keep on being able to get picked off in the jungle. It does not feel as dominant as it would otherwise.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of kills. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger just keeps free farming in a jungle. She wants to go for Maelstrom first, just to clear those waves and counter the spiderlings. But she needs a survivability item after that, either a BKB or a Force Staff or Shadow Blade. She needs one of those 3.
A golden thread.
And I mean, they can see Sadoy farming this entire time with the deep ward, but they just can't do a lot about it. And another movement out could come. I don't know if they have any more smokes at this point. It looks like they don't have any more. They've used all of them. Maposhka does have one on the side of Empire, which they might end up trying to use to get a kill. But it would also be right under a sentry or an observer ward, which is spotting out the farming by the Ancients.
Chappie preparing for ultra late game with that Midas armlet build and Ogre Club, which he will make Echo Saber, and went for that 50% attack speed with Talent Tree. So he just wants to farm.
Oh, and The scan came out. Broodmother looked for a second like she might have head back in, but doesn't end up happening. And, well, they're just going to make sure that their jungle is secure for the moment at least. Still, the vision is there from Empire, and they need to get these D wards out eventually. When is the point where you start thinking about a gem to deal with this brood?
Well, the supports are kind of poor. The Shadow Demon, 100 gold, he's level 5 still. And Slardar, he needs his Blink Dagger before that, so it's not gonna come anytime soon.
Okay. The blink up on Puck, obviously making initiations a lot easier, but you do not want to go in without a fight. The other side is... Well, that is an illusion of the Chaos Knight, so... won't end up being able to get a kill there.
Well, both Sniper and the CK, they still didn't die. So that's promising. And CK wants to go for Heart, which is really good. They don't have enough burst damage to take him down. He's gonna have like 3k HP once he gets it.
Look at Roger here. Boldly strolling through the jungle, and, well, Ghost Stick actually ends up TPing. There's going to be a silence that comes out with the Orchid. And Ghost Stick just runs away. That probably the correct decision, as they realize a big old pack of Spiderlings is over here. Roger could pop the Dust Fist if he wants. There's a Sentry Ward over there. But they won't be able to get the kill on those spiders for that gold.
Yeah, Weaver wants to go for Manta style. Not the kind of a build I like to see on Weaver. He wants to remove the Orchid, but overall it's better to go for a BKB. Well, you need to pop it. If he wants to go solo on you, it's a bad thing to pop a BKB, but the BKB gives you so much more.
Okay. Spiderlings, they back out again. Everybody from Effect is over in this area, and they do spot, at least for a second, Sedoy up here on the top. It's apparently Effect having a little bit of issue with their internet connection. Hopefully they're able to come back. There's a web bug?
Hopefully it's not a DDoS.
What's a web bug? Like...
maybe something from Broodmother. Wow. Huh?
I don't know. Why would it be on his team? What's going on there? Okay, let's try and take stock of this game. Where are we at? It's a 6,000 gold lead, about 5,000 experience. What to you is going to be like the main goals of Effect right now? Do they need to try and split up and farm and get those items, or can they keep on? Like, it feels like they're all grouped together in their own jungle, not really being super. What's the word? I'm losing the word for it, but efficient with their farming.
They're farming enough. Ranger, that's the most important part. She's farming, but they need to get a Blink Dagger on that Slardar if they want to do something.
Okay. So just time lapse is back. He does have his Yasha done. So that's something going their way.
Yeah, smoke popped for Empire.
Okay, up on the high ground, it's going to be our Zeke. Well, create some Shadow or Chaos Knight illusions. The Broodmother also rotating here very rapidly, but they are not going to be able to, I think, find anybody, as all of Effect is backing out. But they send down the webs. They want to try and take this tower.
Yeah, look at the attack speed on Chaos Knight with Bloodlust level 4.
Ooh, nice jump in, killing off all those spiders, and well, Chappie can still keep on hitting away at it, as will FN. No Blink Dagger, as we've mentioned, but the Dream Coil's down. FN in a little bit of trouble, has the minus armor wrapping up against him. Good silence comes out onto all of these heroes, and that will keep alive at least a couple members of Effect. They time-lapse back, FN dead.
That's a good initiation by Puck. Oh, CK in problem.
Oh my goodness, they found him. Now I'm going down again. King R silence, double kill for Sachlo. That is what they needed. Huge comeback play for Effect.
Yeah, F1 Ninja really doing the big work for his team there. They're rushing straight to Roche. They're gonna have enough time with the Swarm and attack damage from Precision Aura. It's gonna go down really fast.
And they do have the Hurricane Pike. It does look to be completed as well. They're gonna send in these spiders, so need to be a little bit careful, but instantly gonna be brought down. Aposhka running in as well. Got the minus armor reapplied now. The Sentry Ward down as well. Ghost Stick actually jumps on top of Afro Ninja, but now he's stuck in the pit. That's not where you want to be. Sadoy on a killing spree. They're able to get away. The phase shift, assassinate, not going to do its work. Afro Ninja is going to die there. FN picking it up. Roger also in trouble, and the Mjolnir is starting to really stack up the damage. Sadoy 4-steps the high ground. Sashlo pops the Aegis. Well, he is going to be able to walk away with the Sakuchi. Has a time lapse as well. Can he get it off? Super low. No, he's going to go down. They find 3.
Oh, look really good for Team Effect. They took down Broodmother, and I don't know why they stopped hitting Roshan at one point. They could have just killed it and went back, from my point of view. This way, Sniper, I mean, they need something to get on Sniper, because he deals a lot of damage. And Slaughter, 300 gold away from his Blink Dagger, so they still need that.
That can definitely turn around the fights there as well. You've got the Hurricane Pike completed on the Drow Ranger and almost there to the Maelstrom as well. At that point, like, when is going to be the point where she feels safe just standing in a lane that the Broodmother can be? Is there ever that point, really?
Well, Broodmother's going to probably go for a BKB, obviously, and after that she can go for, let's say, a Basher, which is a good choice against all these heroes. So even if he has a BKB, he can stand on the lane. With Hurricane Pike and BKB, he actually can, but he needs one more item defensive, probably BKB or Shadow Blade. BKB most likely.
Ooh. Our Zeke hits a lot of those spiders with the Shadow Poison. Even just the one, well, he actually has gone for 3 points in it at this stage. So it is going to start to ramp up the damage a little bit against these spiderlings. How many does he need to kill? Not exactly sure on the numbers on that, but well, regardless, level 15s are around, so we're starting to see some of these talents. Cooldown reduction for the Broodmother, quite strong there. Attack speed for Sniper. Went for strength on Chaos Knight. Did they realize that Sasha's over here? Oh no! There's going to be the time-lapse back. Does get stunned. Sakuchi again in a second, but I'm not sure if he's going to have that opportunity. They find the kill. Sentry Ward.
FN just getting so big. He decides to go for Manta style, at least what he has in a quick buy. Why? Good against Silence and Drow. Good to remove Slaughter's ult, to remove Puck Silence, pretty much everything.
Slaughter has the Blink Dagger there. They weren't quite able to catch the Broodmother, and so she does get away again. But you can tell that Ghost Stick not entirely feeling comfortable, going back for the BKB now. Needs to be careful.
Yeah, once he gets a BKB, he can be more aggressive on Forest and in the lane.
Oh, this is an invis right now. They spot out Chappie. Roger here as well, but they don't want to try and go for it. Good decision, probably. Fighting near that shrine would not end well.
Yeah, CK got his heart, so it's 3.2k with armlet off. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's a serious problem. And I guess that late game again, you do have like Ags Drow with Mjolnir to deal with it, sort of, but they don't really have that bulky frontliner to soak up any amount of damage coming in. It seems tough.
Yeah, seems like Drow wants to kind of, let's say, risk it, because she wants to go all in. This is the game, go hard or go home, as we mentioned. So she wants to go for Mjolnir first and put it on Slaughter, just deal damage to all those CK illusions.
We do see the movement by Empire up here in the forest, but they are not going to find anybody in that jungle, as it looks like all of Effect has moved down to the bottom lane. They want to try and take their own tier 2 tower. There is a courier that's heading out that has a ward. We'll see if they decide to take that down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very scary.
A golden thread.
Yeah, there's heading mid. They realize that they can come back and do this. Did they have TPs on everybody for Effect?
CK
Dire's middle tower.
has
Oh
one
no,
extra
Afronage,
loot.
he doesn't have a TP. The Puck does not have a TP. Alright, no, he already used it.
Radiant's
There's a good reason he doesn't have a TP. He's already used it, everybody. Don't worry. On the bottom side, though, Not going to catch yet. The jump in, take down our Zeke very quickly. But Roger gets the stun, a lot of damage. This guy is just too big, though, and, well, maybe, possibly they can take him down. The Grave comes out, Ghost Stick on top of several. They're going to pop the Shrines, though, and they can't take him down as of yet. Chappie trying to walk away. He gets the armlet toggle off, and now walking out away. I don't know if they're going to be able to run them down. The Blink Dagger off cooldown in just a second, looking for the big crush. No, he canceled it. Maposhka, great play there to cancel it out as El Sasho trying to bring down Chappie again. He's going to need to go for another armlet toggle. They're going to be able to walk away, and Roger goes down. They take down the Drow. They take down the Slardar, and they only lose the Brood.
Drow Ranger kind of died there because of the multicast on Ogre Magi. But this CK is so big right now.
And back up to full. I mean, they do end up getting the amp damage on top of him for the moment, but so much regen, so hard to deal with at this point. This is what we knew could always come about. The silence and the jump back with the jaunt away. That's a melee barracks down. Looks like Empire will be content with that. All right, Yules lifting up Maposhka is going to go down. Nice play there, but they don't have anything to break that CKTP.
The coil was ready. The coil was actually ready. That would be a huge kill.
All right. Well, 15 to 13, but the net worth is going to swing very rapidly in their favor. Do you like the Dagon pickup for Puck?
It's just one level of Dagon, just to burst some damage, maybe for the armlet toggle.
Middle tower is under attack.
Not bad. He wants to go for, well, he's changing a lot of items. He's going for Shiva's Guard right now, just to go in, make a lot of mess, clear those illusions, slow them down.
And the smoke play, but the wave is going to be pushing into the mid as well.
The CK is there. They're gonna kill a CK.
Oh, this is huge. The amp damage on top of him. Dagon comes out as well, trying to bring him down, and it does look like he is going to fall. Huge kill there. First time he ended up dying this whole game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he died one other time, excuse me. But a big swing into their favor.
Yeah, CK can tank so much, make a lot of mess in a team fight, buy so much time for his team, and Dazzle behind him with a Grave, so he can be as cocky as he wants to, and meanwhile Sniper just dealing tons of damage from behind.
Well, in the meantime, you do have this pressure coming in towards the mid lane. Our Zeke is up here on the high ground. We'll place a ward to spot any movements over, and they will catch a glimpse of the Ogre who heads out and away, but this is sorely needed right now for Effect. It's been a pretty substantial net worth lead into the favor of Empire. Now they're finally getting a couple of these towers down. And Dire scan. They won't catch the Brood, who does head out. Spot a couple Spiderlings. Ooh, that's a nice little bit of gold, though.
Yeah, let's see if there's any big items coming. Puck, not close to Shiva's Guard. See what else is there. There's Drow Ranger with Mjolnir and going towards Aghanim's Scepter. That item is huge if he gets it.
It can be really impactful, and I mean, you're still giving a ton of damage over to your Puck as well as the Weaver. Maybe part of the reason why the Weaver decided to go back for a defensive build in the Manta style. He knew that he was going to be getting that bonus. What is this, 66 damage at this point? But Roshan, long spawn time. This is going to favor Effect a little bit.
Yeah, it's level 3 marksmanship, so both Puck and Weaver are kind of heavy damage dealers right now. Look at Puck.
Oh, Roger. They need to be careful. They end up getting actually a jump back. Chappie, a good gust onto several. Ghost Stick is on top of Sidoi. They're going to be able to throw him inside of imprisonment. Maposhka backing out. Apple Ninja almost able to take down King R. They are going to jump away. Another good crush comes out, but they've taken down the Drow. They do both have buyback, her and the Slardar, and they're on top of him already, though. Weaver went down as well, so 3 dead, and now Apple Ninja is going to be able to jaunt away, still alive. Everybody has buyback.
Yeah, they need to buy back right now. CK Illusions still have like a 15 seconds duration.
The silence, the jump back and away. Good play from him. This is his signature hero, this Puck, but needs to make some big plays for his team to be able to make this work. And another jump. They just end up losing another melee barracks. Effect. It's so hard to play this game now.
Yeah, who bought back? Roger bought back, and that's it. They lost. Melee racks on top, so 2 ranged racks are ready to go down still. Both shrines. Okay, just 1 shrine killed, and the Roche is gonna be up in the next 1 minute. So that's where the next fight is gonna be. Team Effect needs to go all in, try to make something happen there.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what it even looked like at this point. You've just got so much damage on FN, and Ghost Stick has become more and more of a monster, building towards the AC. Chappie almost has the Manta style. They are going to... Oh god, Sidoi getting initiated on. There's no disruption. Arzika's too far away. They lose him. Buyback immediately.
Yeah, but Puck is on half HP. Roche spawns in 5 seconds. So Puck needs to go back and heal.
Oh god,
Oh,
FN on top of Roger. Still scary. They are going to just head down mid, and you need to shrine up, you need to heal up. Effect. This is so scary right now. Arzika is going to be revealed. They get the initiation onto Chappie. There's going to be the immediate Orchid. No buyback for him. They don't get the silent. They're able to find it on the second time through. Sidoi not up on the high ground, and Ghost Stick just on top of him, dealing far too much damage. He is going to drop. Oh, they're all going down at this point. Weaver trying to stay alive, to no avail. A double kill from Aposhka, and this might just be it.
Arzik cast a disruption on CK and sent illusions to Sniper, which actually killed him, even with the Grey Bone. So FN just instantly buys back, and they're going all in.
Jump away. They pop the ulti from Chappie. He is too big to deal with at this point. You have 50 seconds until Drow. Somehow, some way, if they can kill off these heroes, there might be a chance, but I think Empire sort of take this.
China seems so close for Team Empire right now.
There you go. Slashlow trying to jump away. Apple Ninja has the phase shift. Can't blink in just a second here, but, well, no, not going to happen. He ends up falling. They get that kill. Good game, well played, going to get called. Team Empire end up taking it. After losing game number 1, they pull it back and, well, end up taking the series. They're going to China.
Congratulations to Team Empire. They played better. Even after that first game, they seemed a bit disoriented, but managed to came back even in the game 2 by good RPs from FN.
Definitely. I think that you look at it, Effect and Empire, they were definitely the 2 top teams out of this region, with maybe the exception of VP, but they didn't have internet, so they're not very good. And so
yeah, it's hard to play online without internet.
That's true enough. But you still have a team here in Empire that is going to end up going to this tournament. I think that they stand a good chance of maybe upsetting a couple of teams. Again, I mentioned this at the earlier broadcast, but in the first game, Effect versus VP, Effect were dominating. They were really disrupting and causing a ton of trouble for VP, and then by the end of the game, we ended up having the DDoS situation that occurred. But this is a team that was beating VP, and now Empire come in, beat them. They come in with a lot of interesting strategies. FN has played well consistently throughout this tournament. His Magnus performance in the last game in particular felt like it was a standout one for me. Lacoste, how would you sort of summarize these? Do you think that Effect is going to stand a chance going into the Kiev Major qualifiers as well?
Yeah, they were so close to getting actually here. Even in the game 2, they had an upper hand, but I think a lack of experience. They're all really great individuals and they're working well with the team, but seems like they were missing something.
Yeah. Well, and
but
sometimes
they will, in the Kiev Major, I expect them to do good. They seem to have good synergy together, and they have good picks, unorthodox picks. They play what they feel comfortable with, which is pretty different from other teams.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you, and I think that it's a lineup that should definitely stay together. They've shown a lot of promise throughout this qualifiers and beating out other teams that have sort of been considered giants from this region. So I want to watch them. I definitely want to watch more Team Empire, because this lineup to me feels stronger than even the last one that we saw with Empire that did really well in a lot of the other qualifying events, and obviously didn't end up making it to the majors, but could still prove a lot here in this one. So I'm excited to see it. Any final words before we sign off for the last time? From you, Lacoste?
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our casting. We're working together as a duo for quite some time, and I hope you like it, and you will hear from us very soon, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. So one more time for everybody out there that's wondering, the invited teams directly invited were Evil Geniuses, Wings, OG, and then Newbie. And then as far as qualifying, we have Invictus Gaming, Team Vici J, the Jeremy Lin Vici Squad, LGD Forever Young, IG Vitality, and then Team NP from Americas, Faceless from SEA, Liquid from Europe, and then, of course, Team Empire from the CIS Qualifier. So hope that you guys are going to be able to tune in for that one. A lot of great action to come. It will be, I believe, after the Kiev Major Qualifiers that DAC takes place. So we'll know a lot more about all these squads, but maybe a little bit of a preview of what's to come in Kiev. So that's going to do it for us, myself, Lyrical, as well as Lacoste, your two commentators. And yeah, congratulations to Team Empire. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.